Yo, what's up y'all? Today we're going to be doing something very interesting. Today, we're going to be reading The Loud House Revamped. Now, we're not going to be reading all of it, of course. What The Loud House Revamped is, if you don't know, to briefly explain it, it is the longest, biggest, and thickest fanfiction in the world ever created. There is over, how many chapters is it? 2,328 chapters. I think the word count is, 16 million words in it. Yes, there's a bunch of content in this. That sounds like a lot, but a lot of it, apparently, from what I've heard, is copy pasted stuff from the original show, like just episodes where they copy and paste the script, copy pasted scripts from other forms of media, a bunch of stuff like that. So it ended up turning into this, it started off as this fan fiction that someone made, then I think it became multiple people, maybe it still is one person, I have no idea, and they just made this hodgepodge, is that the word? The term? I don't know. This culmination, this chimera of fiction, that's pretty crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll a random number between 1 and 2,000 something, and whatever we get, we're going to be reading that chapter. We're going to check out, we're going to do some exploring. So, alright, so this right here is our fan fiction. So let's roll that random number and see what's up. This is the first chapter, not going to read it, unless I roll a number 1. Alright, so we got 743. That seems like a pretty low number in the grand scheme of things. At the moment, there were only 2,328 chapters at the moment of recording. They will 100% be more soon, because this thing is updated and made a lot. So let's go to 743. 743, Curse of the Haunted Mask. It starts in the training yard. Lincoln was practicing his martial arts moves with me, Jen, and Linka. I really don't know much about the Loud House. I watched some of it when I was younger, but I really don't know what a lot of this is about. Let's see, this chapter seems pretty thick. This seems very custom. It doesn't seem like it's something that was just stolen. What is all this though? So it goes, okay, this is weird. So it goes from normal dialogue, like me, Lincoln, She-Hulk. Jen punched a man in the face and Grey Hulk knocked out a bunch of men. She-Hulk that take care of those claws. What? Is this a real thing? Did someone actually write this? Nico to Poliwag and Poramon. In the dining room, Nico was looking over all his collection of Goosebumps books. Nico to Poliwag and Poramon. What the heck is a what? I guess these are characters, I don't know. Poliwag though? I know what a Poliwag is. Okay, what happens here? Let's read from up here. Poramon, they're out there, Nico, but we have to finish them one at a time when we find them. So we had a Goosebumps monster in our house the whole time? Oh, so this is like a... Wait. Oh, so this... Oh, the Haunted Mask from Goosebumps. Okay, I know this, yeah. That's so weird. What a weird crossover. That's so weird, because the top part was about superheroes and, like, She-Hulk and stuff, and then just randomly it just switches to this. I don't know what the correlation is. Maybe there's a correlation. I just haven't read it. Is this just stolen from... What is this? Is this like a synopsis of the book? Oh, wait. I can't copy. I can't like highlight anything on this page. I was going to copy paste that. Google. This seems like it's just a copy pasted synopsis of the Haunted Mask book. This is so weird. What is that? So after all that, I decided to help out the Avengers? What is happening? I guess just that's the nature of it, right? Is that if you skip a bunch of chapters, you just never know what you're going to find. But I feel like... I don't know. This is definitely just stolen. No way they wrote this. There's no way they read the book and then wrote this synopsis of it. They had to have just stolen this off somewhere. I wonder if we can find it. I wonder if we can match it up. So where does it start? It starts here. This is okay, so this is Wikipedia. Maybe they did write that. I don't know. I don't know if they got it from just something. That's weird. Okay. Big Trouble. Interesting. Okay, so this was a pretty interesting one. Is this R.L. Sign? R.L. Sign shows up at the end? Alright, well, from what I overviewed, this one seemed pretty sane. Didn't seem that insane, but that's pretty cool. Okay, we got some Avengers R.L. Sign crossovers. You know, that makes sense for, like, a kid in the universe. I feel like this could be an actual episode, maybe, in the series. As I said, I haven't seen Loud House in a while, but... Alright, let's move on to the next number. 1126. Comedy of the Freakazoid. We are in the capital city of the United States in America, Washington, D.C., home to the president, and lots of famous monuments and more from all over history. Lisa Simpson! Lisa Simpson's here! I hope to one day become the president of the United States like in a vision of the future I had. Season 11, episode 17. I remember seeing that. You can make an awesome president. When did the Simpsons get in this? What? That effed up bee deserved it, and she deserved much worse than death. Oh my god. That's crazy. Kaboom. This seems like there's a lot of flashbacks. It's like Family Guy cutaway gag core, honestly. How many flashbacks I see, and then it just goes into this like ram out just some random shit. There seems like there's a lot of superhero stuff from what I've seen. This episode seems kind of similar to the last one, where they're just talking and they're somewhere, and then just randomly just super villains from other series are just doing crazy stuff, and then they like stop them. Like, look, they mention Voldemort here. Voldemort is dead, and we killed all of his followers. And they also, I scrolled down a bit, and they mentioned some other stuff too. We have a fucked up friggin' nature to kill. So maybe there's like a superhero theme throughout this series, you know? This is crazy. This is crazy lore. Dude, imagine if the person who wrote this was like a Nepo baby, and they just had the ability to like pay people to animate this. This would actually be insane. So this just seems like a very it seems like a superhero episode where a bunch of just different things are fighting at the same time. They're just naming shit at this point, just naming moves. They're not even describing what's happening, they're just saying things out loud. Kaboom. $2.99, another early one. Very interesting about that. Let's check that out. That one's definitely going to be more sane compared to a lot of the other ones. So let's see. Was it $2.99? $2.99, yeah. Volcanic Trip Part 40. This is a 44-part series. This one's very short. This one seems very normal. I don't know if I want to read this. This seems very sane. Bologna. So this is the end. I skipped to the end of the Volcano Trip. I wanted to do this one to show my knowledge on the world's volcanoes and all about countries of the world. This idea came out of the blue for me, and it was an amazing sensation. Not only did we learn so much about the world and all the history it has, but we did so much great adventures and more. Well, that's pretty cute. That's actually really cute, actually. That's like really cool. I never imagined that they would use their own expertise on something like this. That's really sweet. I support that. 1147, my favorite number. The Battle of Royal Woods. So I guess the thousands and high hundreds were very superhero like. I think you can tell by a lot of these, like this Fudon fight, war with Necrofa, evil Sasuke mayhem. Like there's just a bunch of Armageddon, baby fiasco. There's just a bunch of like crazy stuff going on. The Ploop Princess Kameth? I don't know. Sakura. So we got anime stuff in this now. Look at that. This is so crazy, dude. We got dream characters now. That's so weird that all of this started from the Loud House. You would think if this is someone who likes superhero stuff and just likes a bunch of like fiction and like things like that, why would they start with the Loud House? Why wouldn't they do because if this was like, even with a lot of the stuff that we saw early, like with the volcano arc and stuff, you would think they would start with a different kind of TV series that feeds more into this kind of crazy stuff instead of the Loud House. I think that's one of the funny things about it, is that this is the Loud House revamped. Like just a Nickelodeon show about a large family, but so weird. Like this would be so much less weird if this was like a regular show fan fiction. Well, I guess regular shows are already weird, so like a fan fiction about like Teen Titans Go, or any superhero thing really, Avengers fan fiction, to be so normal. What is this? Just character descriptions? Wow, dude, this is such a crazy conflict. Second attack of the Avengers doing Neutron Boy Genius. This is so weird, dude. So just a bunch of random supervillains from different stuff. How do they why are they introducing so many new people, dude? How many plot lines are happening? 1771. The Swords of Justice versus Kirim. Dude, Pokemon, I fuck with this. I know what's going on. All for one and one for all. Okay, look, you know something's going crazy when this is like one of those parts of the Bible where they name like the genealogy of a certain person. Like when we see this Nika Raven, Signer of the Skylanders, Kin, Miku Yuki, Rei Miyamoto, Saya, Tega, Saiko, Usajini, Shizuka, Morimoto, Senkaigas, Chloe Borges, Rita Loud, The Gods of Darkness, Applejack, Apple Bloom, Charlie Sparkle, and Friends, Rachel and Singapore, Coral, Pusateri, May, Kali of the Vast, Maria, Very, Me, Ellie, Arietti, Alien Carter, Gabriella, Littlefoot, and Friends, Fu, Nicole, Nitsun, Kaina, Tsutsima, Me, Kami, Karuko, Kawada, Himiko, Ibari, Tori, Cyrus, Tsuyu, Ochako, Momo, Lincoln, Lainey, Lana, Lola, Lisa, and Lily. And we were heading towards Azkaban, the toughest Azkaban, the toughest maximum security prison in all of the world for wizardry, for the most evil wizards that have ever terrorized the world. Toga, dude, this is my hero. What is happening? See, like, this, you can tell by how different it is. Like, no way they wrote this. But maybe they did. I'm gonna try and find it again. I'm gonna see if I can find it somewhere on the internet. Why are they going to Azkaban? This is such a large party of people. We're going to make all of Voldemort's followers of forgotten memory. Okay, so they're trying to get rid of his followers. Didn't they mention that at the top? I forgot. No. Wait, this is called the Swords of Justice for Securum. I forgot about that completely. Where's, Keodio and Virizion and stuff? What's going on? What is happening here? Incoln unholstered his massive Hinon's cosmic storm sword of universal hope, elemental bravery, and unbreakable eternal bonds from his wider and muscular back. So this is Lincoln Loud. I guess he got buff. Transformed into Super Angel Ebonwu, Thunderbird, Eternity, Infinity, Elemental Thunderbird, Buffalo Angel of the Universe, Justice, and Elemental Hope. TLPS, Mr. Wolf transformed into a Super 8. Oh my god, dude. That's like Chris Chan's name right now. What is this? Oh my god, look how long this is. This chapter is crazy long. What does this have to do with the Swords of Justice and Kyurem? This chapter was based on the Pokemon movie Kyurem vs. Swords of Justice. That was really awesome and amazing movie of Pokemon. One of my all-time favorites. It aired in 2012. It was the first 15, dude. Okay, so this is like the plot of it, but replaced with these characters? This is just Japanese. Dude, even the description of the chapter, I like can't read. It's just so long. Holy shit. Dude, now that AI is like a bigger thing with like generating like text and stuff like that, I wonder what's gonna happen to the series now that we have AI, because there's no way this guy isn't just gonna go into an AI generator and just put in crazy shit. Next number, please, dear Jesus. That one was crazy. It's like the later they get, the crazier they are. We're going back 606. Oof, that was a crazy one. The long hair from the sun starts with us in the living room. We were watching the movie Tangled from 2010. Okay, I fuck with Tangled. It was a story about how the Princess Rapunzel, and it showed that she was kidnapped by an evil witch that Lola knows named Gothel. They know her? Whoa, what? I can't believe that Gothel wanted Rapunzel all for the flower inside of her. Me neither. And it's time like these, I'm glad I killed her. What do you mean, Lola? What are you talking about? That's such a weird... So weird. That's so weird. This had to be made by someone who's chronically online, because there's just so many sources of media that it's just like... Venom... Mega Man, Flynn Rider, all those days. Oh, so they just start showing up. Bowser Jr., I think she's on her period. Oh, what? God, who wrote this, bro?
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
This shit is so weird. Well, their Gothel's there, so I guess they didn't kill her. That was a lie, I guess. So they were watching the movie where all of this happened, and then it just became real, and they started showing up, and then they just started reliving the events of the movie. And then there's a superhero fight, of course. 2010's Tangled was an awesome movie. I've known the story of Rapunzel for a long time, and it is an awesome story. Disney's version of Rapunzel was awesome. It was. Next one. Oh god, you know it's bad when it's that high. Pokemon Trader. You're still a traitor. This is a dream episode. You love those. Dude, what is this? What is this? So many names, dude. This shit is so crazy. It was on 9/11 3.5 years ago. I wonder what happened in chapter 831. Whoa. They're actually talking about 9/11? This is not a joke. They're actually talking about 9/11. What? In New York City, we were over at the site of Ground Zero, where the World Trade Center once stood. Today, on this dark day, it was the 18th anniversary of the darkest day in the history of America, September 11th, 2001. They were actually talking about 9/11. I wasn't here on Earth when it happened. It was terrifying. My dad was trying to read that. What is happening? But luckily, he escaped before it collapsed. Why did all those people have to die? Why? Oh Oh my god. When did they bring up 9/11? You don't want to talk about 9/11? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's giving me such a big headache, dude. Oh. This is so weird, dude. Why did they I still am not over. I'm like still reading it and they're talking about, okay, now they're talking about just a bunch of random ass tragedies. Why did they bring up 9/11? It's so weird. That's so funny. Not 9/11. 9/11 is not funny, but it's so weird that it just like, that's so random. And it felt so genuine though. It didn't feel like it was one of those things where you're making like, oh, 9/11 joke. Like I felt like it was like a genuine like 9/11. Like it wasn't like 9/11. The chapters just get so long later on. I wonder if just somewhere in this fan fiction there's like a secret code that goes to a secret website that just has a bunch of just crazy shit on it. Because like if you were gonna hide something from the government or hide something from someone, it would be in here. So there's no way there's no hidden things like that, right? There has to be. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come will come.
Come.
The one thing that stays consistent though is the crabooms. The crabooms. Like they always are on that. Dude, if they ever turn this into an audiobook, the person who's reading it would make, that's like a crazy paycheck. Crazy paycheck. Oh, this is lyrics. What? Come and Get Your Love by Redbone plays. They just actually just played the song Come and Get Your Love, everyone just copy pasted it in. Come and get your love. Dude, this is actually brain rot. Like, I know people like to joke about like, oh, brain rot, but like, this is like real brain rot. Like when you're reading this, it is just so, it like just activates different parts of your brain and it just turns into mush. Like you can't think, you can't function. This is so weird. This is exactly like in the last one. There ended up just being a huge wall of text and then just random Japanese. Why is there random Japanese? What? 467. I don't know how much more I have in me. I don't know how much more in me. I think after this one, and then we'll do probably one more after this. Maybe one higher, number one. I'm not even paying attention. What's the number? 467. 200 million years hence the global ocean. Dude, I was reading so much of that last one and just like, it really was just so much things. I can't even speak English anymore. So many just random things. It really feels overwhelming. Like, it feels like a panic attack. If every chapter was like this, it'd be so much like, it wouldn't even be that crazy. So this is another cute one. This is another really cute one where, like, this is cute. Like, this is just, the person is literally just talking about what they know about the ocean, about the old ocean too, but a specific time period of, nature. And they're like expressing that, and I think that's really sweet. Like, what happened to this? What happened to this? And then now it's just random characters from random things being superheroes, destroying things. It's like crazy. I miss when this was like, it was wholesome like this, because this is cute. Yeah, look, this whole series is literally called Animals of the Future. Like, that is so cute. And it really is just like someone, like, it's not hidden well, you know what I mean? Like, if they're gonna do this, they might as well just write a whole thing about it. But it's expressed in a really cute way. It's really cool. 2072. Extinction of Mesogog. Over time in the maritime base sector was Nico, the ripping friends. Why do they do this every time? No way this isn't copy pasted. It really isn't though, because it's not copy pasted, because we can actually look at this. Look, this is the one for this one, right? Let's look at the last few. Cat, dog, Max, Mercury, Horsey, Redbird, whatever. But then if we go to the previous chapter when they do the same thing, Starfire, Larry Loud, it's different. So that means that every single time they do this, they're not copy pasting the same thing. Bambi, Goldie, through the deserts of Egypt in time of Moses in the Bible. Wow, biblical era Egypt. Never thought we would be here for this. It's always different every single time. Every single time they name the people. That's so weird. That is so weird. That is so weird. Yeah, look, they still got 4 jokes. Racism strikes back with a vengeance on ponykind. Okay. That's funny. So, I wonder if this person who made this actually likes all these series. No way, right? Because this is just so much stuff and information from so many different parts. But a lot of the characters are just the same characters over and over again. Like, in sense, like with Pokemon, there's just a bunch of, like, there's so many Pokemon, it makes sense that there's just a bunch of characters in Pokemon. There's also just a bunch of things like that, where it's just like, I feel like the person definitely knows about these things, especially when they go into the descriptions of them. I'll never understand what this means. I think everything in this series I can read and, like, kind of digest, but this Japanese is something I'll never understand what they mean by this. It just doesn't make any sense. I wonder what the psychology behind this is. Like, if a psych major, therapist or something, like, read this and tried to, like, diagnose this person, like what does this stuff mean? Like, he's writing a universe where, or I don't know what their gender is, honestly. They are just writing a universe where they're just putting themselves in a bunch of characters and they're a superhero god and stuff. Like, maybe, I don't know, there's definitely something for it. The writing is so consistent too. That's one of the crazy things about this. Like, even on a newer episode or an older chapter, the writing is so consistent. It is literally like, it is just always like, the dialogue is so similar, the writing style is so similar. Look at this paragraph. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna tap out. I think I'm done. This was crazy. I would not recommend anybody else to do this. Not because it's like, the worst thing in the world. It's just so... It is just so much. It's so overwhelming. There's some crazy stuff in here that's really funny, but it's just like, oh my god. It's crazy. It's mentally draining. If you have the mental stamina to do this, then good for you, but I really don't. So that's recommending it. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. If you made it this far, you might as well subscribe and like, like, what's the point of not doing that? I'm drained. My soul's gone. And I'll never do this again. So yeah.